What's up, everybody? We're here with Jay Sean. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Very good. So tell us, how's the tour been going for you so far?
Oh, it's amazing. I mean, like, it's been a lot of fun. We're nearly done now. It's the last week of the tour, but it's been such a good experience. We've had a great time.
Tell us, how did you like working with Joe Jonas and JoJo?
I mean, great characters. I mean, we're all young. We're all fun and excited to be here. And it always helps when you have people who you can just get on with.
Oh, absolutely. And then tell us about your upcoming album, Freeze Time.
Okay, actually, well, before I talk about Freeze Time, I want to talk about the Mistress, which is the mixtape which is out at the moment. It's entirely free, which is the best thing about it. So it's 15 R&B songs, which are completely free for my fans. All you got to do is go to jseanworldwide.com. That's jseanworldwide.com, and there's a big yellow button, and it's free to download. And that is what is out at the moment. Freeze Time's coming out next year. And
then how did the name Mistress come about?
Well, the reason I called it the Mistress is because obviously the Mistress is a hidden love. It's taboo. And for me, like, I felt like ever since I came to America, America really got to know my more up-tempo songs, the fun club songs, the party songs, but they never really heard the slow jams. They didn't hear, all the R&B stuff that I've been doing over the last 9 years. So this is my way of unveiling my hidden love R&B.
And you've worked pretty much with like everybody in the industry. So many big artists out there. Who would you like to work with next?
I mean, like you said, I've been so fortunate. I've done probably 20, 30 collaborations over my time. I think I'm being greedy if I ask for anybody else.
And then tell us, we want to know more about you. Tell us what's a day in the life like for you.
Every day's different. I mean, I travel a lot. I don't actually have a base. I mean, LA I recently moved to in July, but I've been there all of 1 week since July, and I won't be there back until December. So I probably shouldn't say that. Now someone's going to burgle my house. But anyway, so for me, it's just been. I live on planes. I live in in hotel rooms. I'm very fortunate though that I get to see the world.
Absolutely. And what do you like to do in your spare time when you're not writing music?
Oh God, spare time? I don't even know what that means. I guess if I do have a day off once in a while, for me, what I like to do is, I like to do just very ordinary things like going to bars and restaurants with my friends, and I get my closest group of friends together and we just go out and have a good time.
Absolutely. And now, are you down for answering some Do You Remember questions?
Very good.
Okay, so the first question is, do you remember when you first heard your first song on the radio?
Yes, that was 9 years ago. It was in England. I was pulling up to my house in the driveway, and I heard my song, and I had to keep checking the radio to see whether it was my CD playing or whether it was the radio. And of course it was the radio, and I just freaked out,
And then tell us, do you remember a time ever being starstruck?
Probably recently, well, I say recently, maybe 2 years ago, by Beyonce, I think, maybe.
Beyonce, yeah. I think I'd be starstruck too. Yeah. That's so cool.
I admire her as an artist. I think she's such a talent. Her voice is incredible. And also by Stevie Wonder when I met him. These are people that I kind of really just look up to as singers.
Absolutely. And then do you remember a time at the top of your head, a favorite TV show of yours?
Favorite TV show? Friends, Fresh Prince, Entourage. Yeah.
All good shows. And then tell us, do you remember how many times a day does it come up that people tell you they love your accent?
It does happen pretty much every day when I'm in America. I mean, I think that's I never realized it. I never thought, because it's all I know, right? And all my friends speak like this, and I came over here and they were like, "Oh my God, I love it." And I was like, "Well, that's pretty cool. That's a nice thing. It's a I don't want to lose it now, of course."
Oh no, we love your accent. I love it, love it. And then do you remember your favorite childhood memory while living in England?
My favorite childhood memory. Let me see. I mean, I had a good childhood, man. I mean, we went out to places like, beautiful trips around Europe, and we went to Disney World and all this kind of stuff with the family. And we got a huge family. So family gatherings, I think, for me, have always been the best times.
Absolutely. And then do you remember your most memorable moment out of your whole career? Which there's probably a lot for you, but do you have one that really stood out?
Maybe two different ones. Probably when I got to #1 with Down, and being told that I had the #1 song in the world was pretty incredible. And then probably when I performed in Madison Square Gardens, I think, with Enrique.
Very nice. And then do you remember the best part about working with Lil Jon and Sean Paul?
They're a lot of fun. I mean, Sean's really a nice, down-to-earth guy. He's like, you know, I'd consider him, you know, a friend as opposed to, you know, somebody who I was working with, because he was just very easy to get on with. Little John is just a riot. He's just so much fun. So, you know, I think just on set at the video, it was just good times.
Yeah, we watched Lil Jon on The Apprentice, which is really neat. So that was cool seeing a different side of him.
He's
but
nuts, though.
he's always like that. That's so neat.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
Absolutely. And then tell us, do you have a prized possession or something you can't live without?
Can't live without. I mean, we all can't live without our phones, can we?
Right.
I guess that's the sad thing. We can't. And I've got the iPhone and the Berry. So for me, like, I use my Berry. BBM, I guess I can't live without.
And we saw one of your tweets this morning. You were talking about Bluetooth.
Yeah.
That's so unusual.
I have these thoughts in my head that come there, and then I just need to get them out somehow. So I decided to share them with the world.
But think about it. BlackBerry. It could have been called like Orange, whatever, something, and then iPhone.
Yep, I know. Well, the i thing drives me crazy. Everything's an I, an iTable, an iSpeaker, an iBag. I don't think anybody even knows what I stands for. Have you ever thought about it?
I know, it's so weird. I don't know what it stands for.
I think it stands for interactive. I think that's what it is. I'm probably wrong. But iPillow, iCushion, iChair, everything's an I something now.
Yeah, definitely. And then tell us back to your Twitter, which is @JSean. How do you like using Twitter?
I love it, yeah. I'm definitely, I mean, you know, I like it. I say I love it. I don't tweet that much. People who tweet too much annoy me, to be honest. That's why, get on with your life. Why are you like tweeting every 2 seconds? So like for me, I don't want to be an over tweeter. Yeah. For me, I like to like tweet just enough to let people know what's going on, or just enough so that people are like, you know, oh yeah, cool man, that's what Jay was thinking about just then. That's pretty cool. I never thought about that either. So like for me, I use it as a way of getting in touch with my fans, but I don't like to overdo it.
Yeah, we have one of your tweets that we absolutely love. It's better to be a lion for a day than be a sheep all of your life. Yeah. I love that one. That was
Thank you.
One of the tweets, but it's like really good. It stands out.
Thank you so much. For me, like as I said, like if I'm gonna tweet, as a celebrity, I think there's 2 reasons why. A, you let your fans know what you're doing, and they probably love to see what you're up to. And B, the things that I've learned along the way, people I've met some amazing people, some wonderful characters, they've shared wisdom, and through that, I like to be able to pass that on to people. If someone's going to follow me, the whole concept of following someone is so bizarre anyway. But if they do want to follow me, I'm like, okay, well, I better be a good role model then, better say something worthwhile or something that you might learn of. So that's what I like to do.
I hate to say it though, but do you remember life without Twitter? Because
yeah, I remember life without
it's very difficult
life without phones. That's the problem.
Because for you, for example, for your Twitter, I wouldn't know where your music was at. It's kind of like if I see your tweet, I go right there and I download the Mistress, and it's right there for me. Yeah. So it's easier.
Exactly. That's why I like it, because it's a direct way of getting straight to your fans to say, hey, here's what's up, here's the new single, here's the new video, check this out, check this interview, check this picture, check this magazine. And for those kind of things, I think it's awesome.
Yeah. Can you imagine what's like to come in the future? Like what they could come up with other than Twitter? I don't know what.
It's going to be crazy. I don't know what's next. It's going to be mad. It is getting crazy though, isn't it?
It is. Yeah. It is. So definitely. And is there anything else you want to tell your fans out there?
If they don't already know how much I love them, thank you so much for all your support. I mean, I wouldn't be sitting here right now if it wasn't for your continued support, so thank you so much.
Absolutely, and everybody make sure to download the Mistress at JSeanWorldwide.com.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.